The Great Society. This is the idea that brought President Lyndon B Johnson into office in the 1960s. The idea that no man who wants to work will fail to find it, where no citizen will be barred from any door because of his birthplace or his color or his church, where peace and security is common among neighbors and possible among nations. Under the Johnson administration, over 200 laws and programs were introduced for aiding the public in health, education, housing, transportation, and civil liberties.
The War on Poverty was part of the Great Society legislative reform program, where President Lyndon B. Johnson aimed to significantly reduce poverty in the United States through programs emphasizing education, job training, healthcare, and community development. Johnson announced an unconditional war on poverty in his first State of the Union address in January of 1964, and he considered the extent of poverty in the country, which at the time was nearly 20% of Americans being poor, to be a national disgrace, which led to a national response.
In his Union address, President Johnson identified the idea that poverty was not a result of personal failure, but rather a societal failure as a whole. He urged the need to build a more fair society that ensured opportunity for all Americans. The president concluded his speech on a hopeful and inspirational note, that we as a nation will fight against poverty as we have in the past, that we will defeat this common enemy unified as one.
Shortly after his speech, President Johnson and his administration pushed for the Economic Act of 1964. This act allowed for the creation of job training and employment programs such as Head Start, Job Corps, and Volunteers in Service to America. The programs introduced through the War on Poverty overall aim to have a positive impact on aspects such as healthcare and education, as well as lowering poverty rates across the country.